Forward.
I'm like a stepping razor, don't you watch my size, I'm dangerous, dangerous. I'm like a stepping razor, don't you watch my size, I'm dangerous. Mutabaruka, art of war.
This is the stepping razor, the art of war. We're there with you on next Thursday. We go to you straight until 5:45 when we have the news and things. You know, say things are get away, but we are going to go through because a solution, you know, only for people feel say it's just criticize, but it's enough time we give them some solution. Last year, this time, it was the first day we start this program. Last year, November, I think it was the 8th of November, we start this program on the radio named the Stepping Razor, Art of War. We want to heal up Jai Morgan, and we want to heal up Zoff, the two ones them who in the studio with me. Most of the time, Jai I feed me with some information, and Zoff as my little brethren as the engineer, you understand, and who me and him can communicate. Because you know, say, even though I could have been mother, father, we still have that youthful exuberance in our consciousness where we allow ourselves hey, crack. Crack. Look for the clock. Crack, look for the clock. Yeah, anyway. We crack all day with we took from them time. They took from last year, crack there with we when they just start. So we want to big up Jai Morgan. Big Jai Morgan, give thanks to be with us. From them time until now. Yeah, we're going to encourage them to put a little thing by your peer. You understand? I tell you stop work voluntary, you know. Okay. All right. So we want to big up Andrea Williams for her insight. Yes, her insightfulness. We want to big up the ones them who stay with me in 1 year, stay with me and allow us to penetrate them conscience and them consciousness and see how we can really come to a little understanding of certain things. And you know, say, over the time we have been suggesting this and suggesting that and suggesting that and giving our little piece of how we think certain things can change up in the system here. Because we bring the program here for really bring a kind of difference to them hours here on radio in a Jamaica. You understand? And we still say the ones them kind of connect with it, and we give thanks to that. We give thanks to the connection. One of the things that we institute early on is that we every first Thursday we feature 3 artists, and most of the time when we feature 3 artists is young artists where you might not have heard about, but you may only have like one tune with them and all them way there. So we try to bring to you, especially the bigger heads them who don't want to listen to young people music. We try to show them, say, listen to these music because you have young people who are make good music. It's just that because a whole heap of this jack schizophrenic, you can't separate the good from the bad. You understand? They mix up everything. You understand? Just to get a little hype according to it. Well, we're not really there for the radio to get hype. So we kind of sieve out things. We sieve out what is and what not supposed to be according to this program. So, without further ado, we want to present 3 artists today where you might not have heard about. The other day we play a group, and we did mention, say, before you did have where is now called the Reggae Revival in Jamaica. You did have a group of youth in the Virgin Islands. We are talking about America, Virgin Island there, where they creator vibes under the leadership of a next group named Midnight. Out of Midnight evolve enough young artists who became popular, especially upon the west coast of America. And Midnight is a group where everyone know in America. They go from South California, go right up to the north, go right up. Them is very popular. Packed houses. But you have some other artists where inside of them like a group we would have call revival, reggae revival too, even though them not from Jamaica. But they have made an impression on the reggae landscape internationally to be recognized by this program here, Stepping Razor. So, we want to introduce to you one of those young artists from that group of artists, reggae artists in the Virgin Islands who created a space and a vibes from them time there. The sister who we're going to present is a sister named Desiree. Now, it's not a familiar name to Jamaica because, as we say, you know, we kind of classity. You know, we play our music, but it's reggae music. And them youth are from Virgin Island open, open a certain level, a space, a Rastafari space in the music. And also open a marketing of the music for them level of consciousness prevail in the music when we in a Jamaica as kid. Until now, we see some other youth now come in a Jamaica now and start to go forward to the roots. So we want to present to you the first artist. She named Desiree. Yeah. We are waiting for a vibes, yeah. So meanwhile, we are waiting for the vibes. You know, say a man right man, a correct man. I said, well, I'm out. I know the 8th of November the program started last year, and the 1st of November. So you know, say my listener them no easy. You understand? Them have the date even more than me. All right, so we give thanks to that. Last year, them time, yeah, the program was on. You know, all right. So, you know, so we have to play about this tune, you know, because we don't like, it just cut in. So after we did have an anticipator, an outside thing. So we are telling you about this little sister from Virgin Island named Desiree. A whole heap of Jamaican know her, but we want to introduce her to her if you never know her before.
I really do, but there.
Tell us that Kes Namdi.
Yeah. This is Kes Namdi alongside Kelly Saya.
You know, so I play the wrong tune. I play the wrong tune. Hey, so if you could tell me, I play the wrong tune, Rasta.
I never click it.
Sure, and the wrong tune, I play, Rasta. Believe you me. I Kelly Saya, we play, though. Sure, you make me sound like me an idiot out there, Rasta. All right, here I go. Fortunately, this is the sister we did go deal with today too. So the one we did talk about Desiree, but we're going to come back to Desiree, but we're going to play about this tune. This is Kelissa. This is one of the artists we have featured this week, yeah. Kelissa. So we want to play about the tune by Kelissa. Make sure say on the ear say me correct myself. Don't call me for correct me. Zoff, me I tell you the tune. Me I take off $10 for your pay. Believe you me. Right. Kelissa, here goes. We're supposed to do it at the beginning. Go on, click it.
IRFM now brings you a live report on the 2013 Conference of Community Development Committees under the theme, The Governance Framework, the Pathway to Economic Development. It comes to you courtesy of the Social Development Commission, Building Communities, Building Jamaica. Evan Hewitt is on location at the St. Mary Parish Church in Port Maria.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon and welcome to the Parish Church Hall here in Port Maria. We're here for the 9th staging of the 2013 Conference of Community Development Committees. It's being put on by the Social Development Commission in association with the National Integrity Action and the National Association of Parish Development Committees. It is being staged against the background of the governance framework, the pathway to local economic committees. In a moment, we're going to be talking with Mr. Travis Graham, the Social Development Parish Manager for St. Mary. This is the 9th in a series of these conferences being staged island-wide, but so far we've had conferences and consultations in Manchester, Hanover, St. Thomas, St. Anne, St. James, Trelawney, and St. Elizabeth. We're here now in St. Mary for the staging of this particular conference. As we say good afternoon to Mr. Travis Graham, the SDC Parish Manager for St. Mary. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir, here with Area FM and Jamaica by extension.
Okay, tell us basically what is the role of this SDC in developing communities in St. Mary?
Well, our role is threefold. We work in communities primarily. We are the social arm of the government. We work towards establishing groups in communities, youth groups, any type of group, community development committees, which are umbrella structures, parish development committees, development area committees, which are umbrella groups for clusters of community that merge to development areas, whether it be Arakabessa Bay, Port Maria, Wagwater, Anato Bay, Gale, or Highgate.
What has been done in terms of sensitizing the communities to what is supposed to be taking place here today?
All right, what we have done today is a culmination of a series of activities. What we have done, we have had consultations in the various development areas leading up to this consultation, which is the CDC conference today. We did one in the Wagwater development area with all of the 7 communities between Castleton and Broadgate. And we did it in partnership with all of them. We did it in partnership with the Parish Council, the JCF, which is the Jamaica Constabulary Force here in St. Mary, and the St. Mary Parish Development Committees and the BAs. We also did it in the Highgate development area with the 9 communities surrounding Highgate. And the recent one we did was in the Gale development area with the 9 communities around Gale. So we have been going around sensitizing communities about today, about local government reform, and we have been carrying the agencies. So all the consultations that we do, we carry like NSWMA, JPS, NWC, so the issues of the communities can be fed straight to the organization head for some sort of response or commitment.
The ordinary Jamaican man cares about bread and butter primarily. How have you been able to reach out to he or she?
Well, it's not only Tamachin pushing bread and butter. We are pushing bread and butter here at SDC. We're talking about local economic development. We're telling all of the community groups. Community development is not just about keeping meetings at the community level, but importantly, it's about doing activities in the communities, doing fundraising activities, doing income generating activities. Activities that would bring in income for the group, for communities, create employment, so that they greenhouse projects, agro-processing projects, rabbit rearing, and to show you how serious we are about it. We are partnering with the 4-H clubs, where all youth clubs who heads that come to the conference today can sign up with the 4-H club so they can go into either rabbit rearing, chicken rearing, bees rearing as an income generating activity for the youth arm of CDCs or for youth clubs. So we have asked NCYD to come along with us to get the youth clubs heads here today at the conference so they can go into these economic activities. We are very serious.
How do you think the community groups will walk away from the conference? Do you think they will understand local government and its processes and the link between governance and economic development?
Well, that is the plan. And to make it clear, we are working with the groups to start looking at fundraising activities, these same economic activities. That's why we're not doing it alone as SDC. We're partnering with the Parish Council. We just wrapped up a 3-day Parish Council retreat. And in SDC's presentation, we are making it clear to the council that we don't want to be the only one preaching this economic development thing. We want all of the councillors also to be pushing economic development among the groups within their division. So SDC pushing the message, Parish Council is pushing the message, the councils are pushing the messages, the MPs and all of the other agencies that we are partnering with. So we hope to see more income, more economic activities and stronger groups in St. Mary as time progresses.
We have not yet started. What's the message to those who are listening to RFM right now and would want to come but are not so sure if they should pass by?
The message to all groups, once you're a community group that is active, whether it be a youth club, a farmers group, senior citizens group, any type of group in the community, citizen association, neighborhood watch, police youth club, we want the leaders to come out today to the Port Maria, the St. Mary Parish Church Hall. That's right across from the Port Maria Civic Center where Parish Council is. Come and get the information. You'll be leaving with not just knowledge, but you'll be leaving with opportunities, and importantly, you'll be leaving with network, because we're asking each group that comes here today to link with another group. So when you're doing your fundraising or your economic activities, you're not just reaching out to your community in which you are, or the district, but you're reaching out to all of the other groups around St. Mary. You know, when you keep an activity in a community, when people see the same neighbors and support, that is good. But once they start to persons coming out from other communities to support this activity, we get a stronger support from the community inside. So we are preaching networking. We want everybody to meet and greet, take contacts, take numbers, so you can support other activities and you can be supported. More funds will be generated that way.
Thank you very much, Mr. Graham, the FBC Parish Manager for the Parish of St. Mary. Great talking with you, sir. Hope this is a success as it promises to be.
Thank you very much. And local government reform, the time is now. We are supporting the St. Mary Parish Council and the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development to say we are ready for the Local Government Reform Act to be passed. Time is now.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're
so there you have it then, Mr. Travis Graham, the FBC Parish Manager for the Parish of St. Mary. And as we might be telling you later on, it fits quite fitly into the vision of the Social Development Commission, a Jamaican society where all citizens actively participate in a process and benefit from the resulting good government, economic prosperity, sustainable environment, and social well-being. We're going to be rejoining you just about 5:05. Until then, from Port Maria, St. Mary, the Parish Church Hall, Evan Hughes returning you to Master Control.
That was a live report on the 2013 Conference of Community Development Committees at the St. Mary Parish Church in Port Maria. It came to you courtesy of the Social Development Commission, Building Communities, Building Jamaica.
Yes. I tell you, different kind of day to day in the studio, yeah, so... All right, so we make a big error a while ago with the Kelisa tune, understand? And we start that out now. Kelisa was the first artist we play in the trilogy of artists who I'm playing today between the advertisement them and the advertisement them. And that's how they said today. And she's one of them sisters who come with a different style. Well, not a new style, just different in terms of she kind of folky. And we like that kind of acoustic sound. See her many times performing and she give that kind of acoustic sound. And, you know, something like where the Tracy Chapman, the John Baez, and those of you who know them artists there, you know, in them days there, the Richie Evans and these people will just come on the stage with them acoustic guitar and just give a wonderful performance. So you have to listen to them. So Kelisa is one such artist where is on the rise and we love her. So this is the artist now where we did confuse up the thing with a while ago when they put in the CD over there so I play the advertisement over there. So this is the one where we did tell you about now from the Virgin Island where in my estimation this is where the whole reggae revival thing, even though it wasn't called reggae revival, but this is where it originated, where them did maintain and stick to the reggae, you understand? So here goes, Desiree. Yes, sister from Virgin Island, as we say, one of the featured artists we are featuring at the day. Yeah. So the next artist we're going to feature now is a man, you understand? You know, so we did have him down for feature him and then we come to the studio last night and we see him in the studio. A youth named Exco Levi, I don't know what that name they mean. I wonder if Zof can tell me where Exco means. I don't know the definition either. It's so like a gas station. It's so like a gas station. But yes, the Virgin have some nice music and him dip on the rise. And we love him dip on the rise. You understand? Exco Levi.
East. Let's go. Alright. Survive if you can, make it if you can, yeah. Hustle if you can, make it if you can, yeah. Let's go, Levi.
With the in between the things them today. Alright. So we see where the GLP. Hey, you realize a three major political party we have in Jamaica. Yeah, three major political party. The PNP, the JLP, and the JLP. That was not echo, you know. That was a real thing, I say. The PNP, the JLP, and the JLP. The reason why I say JLP and JLP, it's so ironic. It's an ironical situation where we understand political and power. Power is a weird thing, and we realize, really and truly, the Jamaican people, not even Jamaican people, but people upon a whole who's not inside of the runnings of certain things, will never ever know the reality and the truth of what is taking place. Because what happened now is that we see there's a report that was supposed to come out where Mr. Holness, we are calling him Saint Holiness. Saint Holiness was supposed to give out this report on why the JLP lost the elections. Him saying was going to give it out before this GLP election. Yeah. Well, apparently he never give it out, and somebody around the corner go leak out something night, and it bust out. And then now them start to say that is not the, that is just a little, that is not the real thing. Well, yo, that's not the real thing. Anyway, what me I notice is that why when politicians tell the people them something, like them I tell the people them say, you know, say this is this and this, them not give no them not show no evidence of the thing. Because, you know, say me say something on the radio, yes or no, where it might sound libelous, them go say, show me the evidence, I will carry a court. Now, me hear Babsy Grange accuse the other JLP party for giving money for votes. And then me hear the other JLP with Mr. Shah come out and say, him have empirical evidence in him hand. When them interview, me hear him say, him have the evidence in him hand. Say the other JLP party I give money for vote. Now this is something where we hear about in a general election against JLP and PNP. We see the two sides them always I say, yeah, when I give money for, you know, it's like a fish and bread thing I go on, you know. Man I give money for vote and all them something there, flour, chicken back and all them something there in a certain community. For vote, alright. If you have evidence that the other party is giving money for votes, why you don't just say the evidence? Because you know, say anytime the election done, you're not going to hear about that again. So I don't know if these people gather into a room like Mr. Shah or Mr. Holiness. Mr. Shah, Mr. Holiness, they must gather in a room and say, all right, you know, we're going to just say some things and make it look like, say, we really not like one another. And then make it just look like a theater thing, like a drama presentation. And them just drink to it and hug up one another and come out of the room. And then the next day see them on TV, you them and say this and I say that against one another. And then the people them take it so serious now that them rile up against one another more than all the two guys them are rile up against one another. It's like the DJ them. Hey, you know, say this DJ thing when this Mr. Holiness and Mr. Shah there. It come to me like when Mavado and Vibes Cartel a war. And Mavado and Vibes Cartel, them not physically fight. But you see the people them who are listening to the two of them, and them a fight. And me realize, me don't know if it's a plan against the people them. Like these party people, these political people have a plan, like these DJ. Because me not see no difference between we are going here so now with Mr. Holiness and Mr. Shah Me not see no difference between them and the DJ them. Because a little more now, Mr. Shah get film things, win or lose. Mr. Holiness get film thing, win or lose. And then them back and I say, you know, well, now it's time to unite the party again. This is after them I mash up the party, you know. They must say it's time to unite the party again. After Sunday, you know, you will not hear anything. But here now, I am predicting this. I am not no naysay about this thing, you know. But you see, this election will come up here, so where the GLP and the GLP are run, yeah. Things now going to see the same way in the party again. No. There's too much things to lose, you know, and too much things to gain. And so much people right now, they're on the edge with this thing, you know, that after it done, no matter who win, the next one, them, you can't tell me, say, for instance, no, I remember name, Desmond, Desmond, Mike Henry. You can't tell me, say, Mike Henry now carry grudge for the whole list, you know. Believe you me, all we are going on about can't tell me nothing. You know, see it? Because Mike Henry did it from all this, a little boy with a nappy, in a baby in a nappy. And this brother who come with people like a young thing, we don't know how bird fly at all everywhere there. Get him out, so. Just get him out, so, just like that. This man here, where dead in the political arena for years, almost like a century. You understand? And a little youth, we just born before independence, after independence, and all just come and just say, yeah, bam, bam, bam. You can't tell me, say, them man, then have some things that they bad for them people, them you can youth there, you know. Believe you me, trust me. Politicians are normal people, you know. It's just that them get power. And you know, the power corrupt, absolute power corrupt, absolutely. And when we look at it, you know, we say, and we're going to quote Steve Biko again, continuously. We say, Steve Biko say, the greatest weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. Make me repeat that. The greatest weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. And when we look on how them run them things, like now we see GLP and GLP are run them something, we realize that the people them is just pawn in a game of power. You know, see, because it's when Shah don't know, say, him did want to be the head of the party already. From Bruce Golding days, and Bruce Golding come drop a little spanner and the thing and say, boy, you want some youthful thing at the party. Therefore, you know, him thing is Mr. Holiness. So Saint Holiness come, and Saint Holiness now become like the party person. But when we look at the whole thing, we are saying, but them man are like Shah, them man are a long time. And when them say some little man come here now where, you know, not have no whatsoever history, them frustrated. Them politicians, they are some frustrated politicians. You understand? Because really and truly, them vex how them lose. And them say, Saint Holiness make them lose. And Saint Holiness, as a youth out there now, I say, oh, we as youth supposed to run this thing here, not too whole, no boy. Because a guy who run the party before me, Mr. Bruce Golding, did come, and he was how are the mighty fallen? Because it's one of the only time I hear a confessed criminal bring a government in Jamaica to its knees. You understand? It's all right. Make hear this phone now. Make see we are going on this phone now. But it's one of the only time I hear a confessed criminal bring a government to its knees. And the thing that hurt me about it, you know, is that they make American plane and fly over Jamaican airspace. And the Minister of Defense at the time say him don't know nothing about it. Uncle for hear the Prime Minister of Jamaica say yes, him authorize it. Him gone, him say, look here, we want a younger man than me for run this thing here. We're going to bring in Saint Holiness. Saint Holiness come, the old one, them at the party, kind of leader get squeezed out. Them vex for a long time. You understand? But Sunday is the day of reckoning for the two party them, the GLP and the GLP. And then after that now, we're going to see what's going to happen. Because you can't tell me, say, them sound when me hear a lick is just the power, you know. Them sound there some deep-seated hunger with them have them in themselves. Human being not stay that way there. You understand? Them sound when me hear the two party them and make against each other. It's a deep-seated thing. We're dead from the time when the election get lost. From the time Bruce Golden say, Saint Holiness, I go run this thing. And some serious thing I go on where the people them get caught in the middle. And we so stupid and fool that them come with them things continuously and make the thing run the same way all the while. We're not going to get no different result. Stepping Razor. Good afternoon, sir.
Muta?
Oh, okay. It's not sir. Okay. Good afternoon.
No.
Okay.
Hi, Muta. How are you?
I am okay. I was expecting a different call, but it's so it go. I am okay. I am okay.
I love you, Muta.
You sound like you should have called me at the night, man. Your voice sound like a night caller.
I'm always high and under the influence of joy, you know.
Okay, you sound all right. Go on, tell me what you tell me in the day, yeah.
Is you bringing me, you know, because I literally don't have friends.
Why you don't have no friend?
Bringing me.
Why you don't have no friend?
Well, but I'm different. I am Rasta. And
you don't know Rasta and have friend, so Rasta no keep friend.
Well, I don't find the real Rasta one. You know, me like to have people around me with good influence. You know, like you.
Okay. So me round you, I am a vice round you. Which one? Tell me.
Your vice in my ears. Yeah, the last time I spoke with you, I told you I was going to buy some books.
Okay.
And try to grow myself in Rasta. This is my calling. Yeah. And I went and bought a book.
What was the name of the book?
Slave Species of the Gods, The Secret History of the Anunnaki.
Okay.
Anunnaki or something like that.
I don't know. You tell me. So wait, you know, where you from? Where you come from?
Jamaica, man. Jamaica, my born and grown.
Oh, you just have a little kind of, you have one of them night voice, like, you have a day voice?
Yeah, guess what? I work night now, so
you just like
coming from work.
Oh, you just coming from work?
Yeah, I go back 7 o'clock. I work
until serious?
12 noon.
Where you work?
Yeah, man. I work for a company that you were saying the other day. You don't know how people go into the gas thing and change the prices and all them stuff.
Oh yeah, every minute, yeah. For every week them change.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Are you change it?
That's what I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this week it gone down. This week it gone down. So you change it and make it go down.
Exactly. There's softwares that control that system.
Okay. All right.
I work with the Ruby software and the Gilbarco software.
So you're a big computer person expert.
You call it that, yeah. Boy, you know, Muta, I love listening to you. I remember I told you that my husband listened to you and how him like you, and I should listen to you with him and all of that.
Yeah,
you know?
because it looked like Uno was having a little problem with an fear because of me.
Yeah.
So I realize now, everything is all right now. Everything is all right now.
Yeah, man, everything, Chris. I'm just growing myself in the faith and bought my books. I also bought another book. It's the Masonic Bible.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, reading is always good, and that's the first part of information, and it's nice to have information. So just continue reading and listening.
Oh, yeah. And Muta, I wanted to tell you, you know, the stone that the builder refused.
Become the head of the corner.
That's the stone that's going to... Exactly.
Okay, all right, Mama. Give thanks.
Muta, I know you will. Believe me when I tell you this. You know, Muta, is a lot of people you speak to, you know, and a lot of people will accept your pearl. Yeah. But many people, you can't, you put your pearl out there, but you can't feed your pearl to the swines.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people gonna accept you. You gotta have an open mind.
No, well, look here, me no talk for a lot of people accept me. Me talk from where me say how the thing works. So You know, if it's my opinion, me again, you know. So suppose my opinion connect to a person. It's all right. If they don't connect, me don't know if it dwells. Me not go talk.
That's the energy right there.
Yes.
That's the energy right there, and that's how I fell in love with you.
All right, Mama.
But you know, Muta, I need your advice on this. Hear me carefully. I went to bed the other night.
Was I in the bed?
I dreamed. Go ahead, Muta.
I know I was asking if I was in the bed.
No, Muta.
I know that it'll make you laugh. I know that it'll make you laugh, man. I know that it'll make you laugh. But you know, I'm telling you the truth, you know. We don't want to make no microphone love in the bright day. So that's why I say your voice so like at night voice. You understand? So
no, Muta, me always high under the influence. Me can sing and everything, you know.
No, what me I say now is that me give you a long time to tell me how you love me. I know you're your husband now argue again because you start love me too. So would I really love go to our next call? How you feel about that?
No, Muta, hold on a minute, man.
All right, quick,
go to bed the other night.
Yeah.
We go to bed the other night, and this man came out of the clouds. There was a lot of activity going on in the clouds.
Yeah.
He came out of the clouds on a black horse. And the horse was made out of brass. You know the brass that you make headstones.
Yeah.
The man on the horse turned to me and said, "Get ready for the Jubilee."
Okay.
And the man looked like Selassie.
Okay.
He was upright in structure, and his shoulder was upright, just like Selassie.
Okay. So what that mean now?
And he said to get ready. He said, "Get ready for the Jubilee. I'm going to see something that I've never witnessed in my lifetime before."
Okay. So what, you witnessed it yet?
No, a
Okay.
Rasta.
All right.
Rasta gonna rise up in Jamaica.
Okay. All right. Well, give thanks to that. Give thanks to the vision, and we work like. But me still I tell you, I forgot still, you know. Believe you me, I forgot.
I know.
Me no want cut you off.
I love you, Muta.
You sound too sweet for me cut you off. All right, we love you too. All right, give thanks.
Yeah, man, respect.
Yes. Okay. All right. But I don't know if we cut off over like that. Believe you me.
When you think loans, think Chris and Charles Investments. Call us today, 926-0609. The time by Chris and Charles Investments is...
Yeah, the time is 12 minutes past the hour of 3 o'clock. Yes. Yeah, all right.
Step in.
You know, say, all right. Talk. All right. I tell a man, say, anytime him call, must look out the radio. There's no way I go and go entertain the next person on the radio where me have to tell must go look out the radio. You talk vibe like a man who just know that, you know, understand? I mean, I hear people tell people that every time you hear a man please go and lock off your radio, turn it down or move away from your radio. People supposed to know that by now. It regurgitates too much time. You understand? No disrespect, but a man does know that. You understand? It's a confusion. We did talk about the two parties, them, the GLP and the GLP, and we are say them confuse the people them and them go on like certain things and make the people them look upon them outside appearance and feature something happen with them, but we know say them not really have no argument as such, but we know say innately, deeply, trust me, all this them are go on like and I try. Them really not like one another when it come out to certain things because as me I say nobody can tell me about Mr. Mike Henry there now and how him feel towards Saint Holiness there. Trust me. And this brethren you know when name Hardly Shaw it's like him want to just come grab everything as a old man so now. So it don't matter who win to me personally. I guess it matter to the PNP. Because them a watch all the things we are going and PNP look like them a struggle for lose the election. We don't know why them a struggle for lose. After them work so hard for win the election, look like them a struggle for lose the election. But as me say, it's power game and the people them is the pawn in the power game and it's just sad. It's just sad how politicians really angle the people them. And you know, so you not do a good work out there, you know. You don't know, you know. But it's like a scraping thing, you know. It's like them a scrape feet. Because power corrupt, you know. Trust me. Power is a corruption. Believe you me. All right. Yes.
Yes, Muta.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm general.
But I mean, they are trying to analyze this three-party thing, a PNP, GLP, and GLP.
Yeah, me I talk about the politics thing, you know.
Yeah.
But I be a politics are going and things are change. You see it, Muta.
You know, she said the two men them are going like my father and Vice Cartel.
Gully and Gaza.
Yeah, the Saint Holiness and Mr. Shire, son. You know, the two of them. I should have give him a name to you. What you call him? Manayard. A Manayard, them call him. Manayard.
So the boss said, the young boy, the more on the thing of the old man.
Well, I mean, who should them are the young man? Shah?
No, Shah, no old man like thing.
Oh, Shah, the old man. Well, we don't know. Manayard.
I only say a young boy.
Saint Holiness, me no know.
So Sister Pia go away.
Sister P gone to Japan, man. She gonna go look some, me don't know. Cause you know
that. Look at China what there?
Yeah, but you see, she got China because them did make the managed water without kill the goat. So them come back now. Yeah, them did not try make managed water without kill the goat. You know, you take out the testicles of the goat for make the managed water. Well, she got to China to make managed water to see if she can make the managed water without kill the goat. But she realized, say, well, right now, she have to kill the goat. But them don't come back and tell the people them that them going to kill the goat. You know, see, them just make the people them go and run up them mouth. But them don't know, say, look here, I could have ball blood lick more, no, we're going to kill that goat. We're going to build it like Guantanamo Bay. Where you could have to have all visa to go over there. When them don't make all that, the highway there, between the land, the mainland and over there, trust me, when you see the Chinese guy, them turn up over there, so, but she went to Japan to, I don't know what it's all about.
Some business.
Yeah, it's all about energy and cause she carry Mr. Wem name the day, you know. So you can't say it a deal with no energy. But them have them own problem, you know, because one earthquake leaked them the other day again, like, and the tsunami where they leaked them 2 years ago, earthquake leaked them so the other day, and you know, I mean, so we don't know, we don't see she go Africa yet. Maybe the next time when she come, she go Africa. When we say
man,
Africa,
we can't go Africa, man. Rasta, you know. Rasta can't go Africa. But
so wait, where Rasta can't go Africa for? She can't go there like when she go Japan. She not carry Rasta.
But she don't go willingly go so.
Rasta, then she go Africa the other day for another thing. But we are talking about go now in terms of looking forward to development in economical, political, cultural, and other development with Africa. You understand? Because it's good to go.
That is very important. That is what she's supposed to do next.
Yeah, it's good to go to China and it's good to go to Japan, but we're talking about like Brazil, Africa, all these places. Them
but
need
we need to go to Africa and meet one time.
Yeah, but that's not enough for nothing more than for just some big head state. I talk like how she go to China and nothing meet, no group, have no conference there. She go to China for go kill the goat. She go to Japan now for energy, for make me stop through. Should stop throw thing on the light post there. That is really where they're going to find out. We are throw too much wire upon the light post them. So them need a way out. And that is why she go to Japan. So she need to go now to secure certain things in Brazil and in Africa. You understand? So
the world tour she come up and look like.
Well, she have to go to the world tour because she's the lady that them recognize right now as a serious prime ministeress.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
first leader for Jamaica.
Them stressing out the people them. Anyway, what we are saying now? Different.
But you may tell us now still. Because don't try politics. Because I love Jamaica and love Jamaican people. I love Labour right PNP everybody, you know, Marcus have a party. Plus all people them for deal with love. Because right now I tell you I may have a number one tune in New York and Florida and
you know, so if that you really want to come talk about now, I'm going to tell you the next caller. Because I don't know where after we don't talk, you're going to know your number one tune in New York. How much number one tune can you give me it?
Yeah, man, I give it Muta.
You give me it now, my hand?
No, I say it on email.
You send tune through my email?
Yes, man.
And you have the number, what the tune name?
Tune name Uptown Barriers with me and Papa Michigan. Ras Negos, Papa Michigan.
What your name? Ras Negos?
Las Vegas.
When you say we have number one tune in a New York, what do you mean? Where you mean? Which chart?
Number one for the chart, Muta.
Hold on, no, man.
Number one for the New York chart.
Yo.
Because you know New York chart different from Jamaica chart.
Yo. Wait, no, man. Oh, you tell that. Listen to what me say now, man. You have 1,000,001 chart in a New York. You have a whole heap of radio station with them own chart. You have chart from newspaper. You have chart from net computer. You have chart. Where you say number one in a New York.
At the Foundation Radio Network chart.
Oh, no spread too much propaganda about the tune them, you know. Number one tune.
You know, Motor. It depends on the radio chart, man. Foundation Radio Network.
All right. So where you tell me that for now? So you not hear me play.
I give you bus primary for me now, and New York run with it. You see it?
You know, say me no want to spend the whole time I talk about your tune. Yeah, because me not have that tune. Me not have that tune. So you want to know next time.
You have to take the email, Motor, man.
All right, sir. Yes. Yeah. As I'm talking about New York. You know. I don't know what you to see the new me of New York and them family. But I tell you, I mean like a real circus business. Hey, when Sister P win our election and she depend the podium and she had dance. Jamaican people talk about, oh, look here, look how Sister P going on, like she hug this and this and she ragamuffin and this and that. Watch a man, who want to see the mayor of New York yesterday when they win the election. Him have a wife who is a black woman who is a lesbian. Well, them say she was a lesbian. I don't know if you was a lesbian because I was told that people born this way. I don't know if you can born a heterosexual and become a homosexual, or you can be a homosexual and change to a heterosexual. Because according to how they must sell it, is that you don't have no choice in this thing. Yet still, we are told that this woman was a lesbian. It's really ironic. Anyway, then they have a son that will look like Jeremy Jackson or Tito from Tito Jackson with a big afro. And then the daughter, and them a dance on the stage. I mean, I say, but look how them a dance on the stage and everybody a jump and I say, Ray. And when our little sister I do that past stage, people are going like she do some terrible things because she's supposed to be of decorum and all these things. That's why they don't like reggae, you know. And they don't like Rasta because Rasta kind of embarrassed Jamaica when we go out there and do certain things. You understand? But you want to see the mayor and you want to see my wife. And my wife is a black woman who was a lesbian. And his son have an afro there, look like Angela Davis in the 60s. I tell you. Anyway, it's like the mayor them a take center stage nowadays. Because I remember the other day our mayor look like the mayor get him wish, you know. Yeah, it look like the mayor Westmoreland get him wish. Him said shoot or ask question later. Right now we see since him said that 1 month police killed 35 people. So me don't know how the voice there project. And the mayor of Westmoreland said, look here, things too terrible at Westmoreland, shoot first, ask question later. Little after we see 35 in our last month, 35. Police killed 35 youth. 35. I want the people them are foreign hear me I say. Police in Jamaica killed 35 youth last month alone in a 1 month. That means it's more than 1 youth per day. Police kill. That is not acceptable. That is not acceptable. Believe you me. You cannot live in a civilized country. We're supposed to be democratic. We're supposed to deal with law and order. Not order. Order. Understand? Oh, we live in a country where police, the law officers, kill 35 people in a 1 month. Trust that? You don't see that as strange and weird. No, really. Jamaican people, you not see that weird that we live in a country where police kill 35 people in a 1 month. Oh, we not hear what happened to the minister. The minister, Mr. Bunting. What happened to your divine intervention? Because we say the mayor say shoot and ask question later. And then now, we see the youth them get vicious. We see crime upon the increase. I mean, like, increase. When we say increase, it's like increase. It's hard for us to say crime escalate to like unbearable. And then now the police them seem to be retaliating. Blood for blood, fire for fire. You kill one, I will kill two. You kill two, I will kill four. You understand? So we see that apparently the police them I say them now make it go so. And since the big guys them can't solve the problem, them are just kill. So them just kill some youth, boom, all two in a one family. And we as Jamaican people are watch this go on in our country, you know. We are watching this go on because we can't afford for some youth, dog-heart youth, a shoot and a kill murder and a murder people. And then the people them who supposed to defend we from them dog-heart people they become dog-heart too and a kill youth. You can't tell me say them 35 youth they were them kill. It's 35 criminal. There's no way me I go believe that. There's no way me I go believe say the 35 youth them were them kill last month. It's 35 gunman. Me not believe that. The month before I used them kill 15. That means what? 15 and 35 that hour. 50. So what kind of places we live in Rasta? I bet I will just go to Afghanistan, go live. You don't live under the Taliban. Believe you me. And then make America just send some drone down here. Because maybe that's what we need. We need some drone strike. Or we live in our country. Think about it. Civilized country. Where we are drive Escalade and the latest X6 BMW. And we are eat foreign food. We eat more foreign food than local food. We import more than we export. We have visa. It's 1 hour and 20 minutes to Miami. People go to Miami in the morning and come back in the evening. Most of the clothes we wear is American clothes or Chinese clothes. Or we live in a society where the law officers reacting to some dog-heart murders and killing is now taking the stand like the dog-heart youth them and kill 35 people in a 1 month. We know hear the Prime Minister say nothing about that. I have not heard the minister, because every time the minister feels say crime gone down, him jump up and say, well, see, crime has gone down as compared to last year. I mean, I say, me still feel it's foolish this. Crime gone down last year. All right. Tell me if last year, October, police killed 35 people. Last year, October. And tell me if the murder where we see Aguana right now in a Montego Bay, where 100 people get murdered in a 1 month alone. This is not where police kill now. This is where man a kill man. Tell me if it's the same thing that go on last year or 50 years ago. Because me recognize them people don't know what them are do. And me I tell you again, and me I say it again, non-apologetically, Jamaican have no problem but crime. The only problem that exists in Jamaica is crime. And you see, if we can dig out that scourge of crime, everything just bloom like sunflower will turn to the sun, man, and give the golden look. Everything just fall into place. If these guys did know how to solve the crime problem in Jamaica, we don't have no more problem. We don't have no economical problem, no food problem, no miserable problem, heartache and throw wire over light and that's a crime. We want to solve that crime thing. When we solve the crime thing, then we're going to recognize how important and valuable life is. But guess what? It seems as if we lose that value because the guys them don't know what to do and them are retaliate in a very serious way, start kill for kill, you know, to that chain. You know, so the police them go so now. All right, you not kill people over there, so. 35 people dead in a Jamaica from police gunshot. Youth. Me not talk about not heart attack. Or people who dead from arthritis and high blood pressure and all them things. We are talking about
shootings with police.
The man them who supposed to protect way from the dog heart youth them a kill. You can't tell me say them 35 youth are 35 criminal. There's no way I'm gonna believe that. Because watch out. You kill 35 youth out there and we will listen to the news. We hear how much youth, the dog heart youth them tell us. Who not kill? Who not supposed to kill the people them who kill the people them, you know?
Yeah, man.
Then if we not kill the people them and every time we kill the people them, more people are kill the people them. Then that means that who not kill? We are kill the people them who not kill. That's all. I mean, I hear Mr. Bunting must have cry now. He must have cry now because the divine intervention we asked for not coming. We're supposed to have this thing, you know?
No.
Yeah. The divine intervention was supposed to happen. When asked earlier in the year. It's not happening. I mean, no, the more prayer go up. That's why I tell you, the more them pray, the worse it get. Because since the crime I go up, appear prayer, me I hear about prayer. The more them pray is the worse the crime get. And when a man come out and say, watch out, shoot first and ask question later. Boom! 35 people dead in a 1 month from police gunshot.
Escalate the thing.
Yeah, I mean, I say, how wait him say,
be a responsible man.
You know, say, some youth make a tune, criminal tune, right? All right, no. You know, say, some youth, one of the line them in the youth tune, where them do, was, where them call it, them physically go do where the tune say, mount some man, tie them up and rob them. It's a tune a man make about tie up and rob, rob the man them, And some youth go tie up the man them and rob them. And the tune they make before the robbery go on. And the name where them calling at the tune, is the name of the youth them where the robber them go rob. So when a man attack like say, when I said no make, you have vibration, you have karma, you have vibration and things. So when a man say kill, shoot or ask first question later. Me not say because him do it, But it's the vibration that we give out there because criminal activities escalate in a film area. And then right after I'm done to that,
you spur the youth then.
We see 35 people dead. And the crime where him talk about get worse in a Westmoreland.
In a film area.
Yes. Since them are kill the people, the police them are killing you, the crime them get worse. Who is the police them killing if the crime getting worse? That is the question. Click it. The idea of the police killing and the youth them, when we call dog heart youth them, are kill people. Kill for kill. But we are expect something different from the government. We now expect government to react to dog-heartedness with dog-heartedness. And we are say that it get away to the point where why them can't see it, why them can't see say killing off the youth them is not diminishing the crime in Jamaica. And it's the youth them who are killed. They say the policeman come here look at some of them youth in the police uniform and I say no, them youth them have a gun and trust me, if them see a little man will look a certain way, them are going to want to shoot the man because are you too? I know them, it's not like them, it's like them get brainwashed into an idea. You understand? And so them profile certain people. And it's some little youth where them want to feed them family, them go join the police force and then put a gun in them hand and give them little seminal training. Them not give them no big training. But there's a fear that you can't get out of them. When you use a police or use a criminal, you have a certain fear factor that drive you, And right now, I'm sorry for the police them, All you hear me attack there, about the police. I know the police them me attack, And the government me attack because the government control the police force. The reason why the police force was started in Jamaica was to quell rebellions. After Paul Bogle, them start the police force, and the police force was there to keep the people them in line, to submit to the state, which was controlled by the colonial masters in England, and that is still happening. So it's not like say we attack the youth them we have on the uniform, we get caught up in this fear. Because the youth them fearful, just like our man a walk on the road and fear when them say a police. It's the same with the police them a drive on the road and fear when them see certain youth. So everybody a walk on with this fear in them. And the youth them who have on the uniform feel say them have more authority to kill. It's like James Bond business. So I don't know if it's a thing where up me now, like where we read, we read some little weirdness in the Bible there sometime, like God say must tell Moses to put a sign upon the Israelites' door, because one of the ways I'm going to punish the Egyptians is to kill all of the firstborn them in Egypt. And then later down in the New Testament, we see him come with the same argument with Herod, in his quest to find this boy that was supposed to born, him send out an edict and say, kill all of the firstborn them. It's a copycat. One man do it 3,000 years, and 3,000 years after next man come and say, watch out now, we're going to kill all the firstborn. So I don't know if it's a thing of going subliminally in the vibration of the system and government, when them say, look, we want to kill all of them youth, because you see them youth, them is creating too much problem, but yes, them now realize they must look on an internal thing and see what is causing this criminality. How is it that you set up a government where you tell people to go get good education? Because if them get a good education, when them leave school, them will get a good job, a good paying job. And you set up a system that the youth them can go to school and them go to university. And when them go to university and them spend all of them time and them family money and try to get an education, university. And when them go to university and them spend all of them time and them family money and try to get an education. And when them say, all right, no, we're going to left and graduate now, when them come out, them can't get no work. Because the system not set up nothing for the youth them. Where you want the youth them for do? That's the question. Where you want the youth them for do? Because the youth them going to use them education and do something else. And something else going to be deemed unlawful. That is why a whole heap of the youth them got Montego Bay now, because Montego Bay youth them is not some idiot youth them, or some educated youth them. Some of the youth them did pass down a university and then can't get no work, so them decide why them going to use them computer and just swindle you. Just like the government, because the government has swindled the people, them, the bank has swindled the people, them, GPS has swindled the people, them, the doctor has swindled the people, them, everybody has swindled the people, them. So you know, the people them don't say, watch, I make me swindle some people too. So which part it going to stop? The cycle of craziness, to the point now where the license to kill is authorized, unauthorized. When you hear a man say must seek divine intervention, what the hell him talking about? There is no divine nothing that is going to help the crime in Jamaica. Is we have to go solve that. And if you put some people in power to deal with that, they must find ways and means. There's many ways. They must go to... Listen, man, you have certain countries right now where it's unbelievable. Rwanda. Me could talk about Rwanda. 15 years ago, killings and killings and killings are going on in Rwanda. Rwanda have civil war. Rwanda have one of the biggest, what them call crime against one another, will take place. America never jump in there. So the people them was there, and it's peer killing between the so-called tribes them in Rwanda. Today, as we speak, Rwanda economy and social standing is amongst the level where you find a whole heap of European countries. These are less than 20 years, brethren. What did the people do in Rwanda, where people was dying by the thousands, chopping up one another, shooting one another because of some intervention by European forces in a them country where raise up the people them against themselves? What did the Rwandans do to reach a level now where them society is deemed what we call now civilized? We need to find some intellectuals and send some people down there to figure out what did the Rwandans do. Now when we look at Norway now, we are told that Norway prison population is diminishing because they have put in place certain infrastructure to rehabilitate the prisoners to the point where when them come out, them don't repeat the criminal activities like Jamaica. A whole heap of people who left prison in a Jamaica, them repeat the criminal thing like the man the other day where they are prison for murder for 20 years and come out back and kill the little picnic. We need to send somebody go Norway to find out what is it that the Norwegians are doing to eliminate a lot of criminal activities that they have to go build more prison and the prison them overcrowded. There's no overcrowded prisons in this country. So we need to send some people there. New York, a place where people did fear. When people talk about criminal activity, and New York them talk about. But I'm afraid, New York. New York is one of the most stable cities right now in America. When it was once, like Chicago, take where the criminality is now. Chicago is like a war zone. Every day somebody get shot in Chicago. Yet still, New York was once like those places. Yet still, something the mayor do into New York City that caused the criminal activity in New York to diminish. We need to send somebody to New York to talk to the mayor. Not this mayor, the mayor before. I think a Mayor Jelani or one of them today in power. We need to send some people to New York to find out what is the formula that is used in these places. In Rwanda, where genocide was taking place. In Norway, where rehabilitation seemed to be working to get rid of the overcrowding and also to get rid of more prisons being built. And New York City, once the capital of criminality in America, now has become a bigger tourist attraction. I don't know if I sound like me I hear that, because I'm really and truly, I try to put some perspective to this thing here. I try to put some perspective because the system is killing the youth them. This is a Herod thing going on. This is a Herod thing going on. This is the God of Israel thing going on. Kill all of the firstborn them. It's not that them kill the firstborn them. They say kill some youth. Just kill the youth them. Because them is a problem. And don't realize the youth them who have on the uniform who kill the youth them who do have on the uniform. The youth them who kill the youth them who have on the uniform. And the youth them who have on the uniform who kill the people them. It's not them is the problem. It's not them is the problem. There's something that is driving our psyche. There's something that is driving our conditions in Jamaica that is allowing this thing to take place, where now police is killing people one a day and more than one a day. It cannot be tolerated. I don't know what to do more than say what I say. I can't do nothing. I feel like, what else can I do? What else can I do? I am here. I want to do something. I don't have no power to strike lightning and kill all of the wicked. I don't have no power to call. I don't know what else to do. I need to do something, and this is what I am doing here. Who is listening? Who is listening? Rwanda, New York City. I can't even mention all some more too. But this is the three that come to my mind. Rwanda, New York City, Norway. We just come from Norway and we before you even go nowhere, someone's that tell you about the conditions in the prison and how them are rectify certain things. New York, we experienced New York over the years, criminality activities, we see the diminish. And then Rwanda, genocide for years. And we see Rwanda now has become a society where no reggae artists go down there. There was a time when a man hear about Rwanda and said, well, I mean, I go down the Rasta. We see whole heap of reggae artists go Rwanda go perform. How the hell Rwanda become a place where all reggae artists are go perform? What are you not doing? Politician people. You know, they talk about power this and power that and who have paid this. If you don't solve the crime rate, nothing else will be solved. You could have passed IMF test like more. It not gonna work. No care how much IMF test on the pass. It not gonna work. No care how much trip you make to China. No care what. Watch a man. I say that. Believe you me. I don't want to talk no more. You know, but as we say, the mayor them seem to be getting focused. We see the mayor of Toronto, crackhead. I go like say him not smoke crack. Him dead at what him not smoke the crack and they catch him on camera and smoke the crack. The same crackhead them who sell him. The same crackhead them who sell him the crack. Video him with a phone camera, and him dead at talk about me no, and then they have to come admit it. Say yes, him really take coke, him really take crack. But then now them catch him now I threaten people to kill them. Well, the beer them not easy at all. Trust me. The me have Toronto need to link with the me have Jamaica, and then present me have New York City and say, oh, we can work out the mayorship business because believe you me, it not funny, but it funny. You know, say we want to. We can say we are going for this one. Yes, EL.
Hello.
Somebody I listen to them phone again. Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, man, you're the part of radio.
Yeah, Muta.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's Ralph Smith.
Ralph, how you do, man?
Just fine. I just come back to the island today.
Well, you travel enough to and fro from Nebraska to Jamaica, from New Jersey to Jamaica.
Just come back from New Jersey.
Yes.
Where I was trying to get Jawara Tosh out of jail so he could come to visit his grandmother.
Oh, for the funeral. For the funeral. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Peter Tosh's mother just died. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know that, and they had the funeral. When was the funeral again? Yesterday?
The funeral is Saturday.
Oh, Saturday? Oh, don't go on. Somebody tell me say it, guy.
Yeah. Coming. Yeah.
Yes. So what them say? Them not let him out to come? Definitely not.
No, the judge is just terrible.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
They have up there, they have it's a mafia system.
Yeah, no, we don't want to repeat the same thing where you said the other day, you know. I thought it was a new development would take place. You say them wanted to you wanted him to come for the funeral, but them said no.
No, they said no.
So what is the other development now? What is happening now with Jawara?
No, I just went back to court yesterday.
Okay, yeah, that more I hear about. Yeah.
Yesterday. And went back to court yesterday and asked the judge to look at the things that we gave him the last time. We submitted to him the thing we called the family bond. And the family bond is a situation where if a family is strong, that's more important than whether or not somebody has some dollars they're going to give up. And of course, he could never leave his family. And Jawara, he has no record whatsoever.
Yes.
It's on a ganja charge. He has $200,000 U.S. bond.
Yes.
200,000.
Yeah.
That means he has to have $20,000 U.S. dollars to give away.
Yeah.
Before.
Yeah, well, what took place in the court yesterday? Because we didn't go through that already, you know.
Yesterday in the court, we went to the judge and we asked the judge if he had read the documents.
Yes.
That we gave him before, and he didn't answer. But it was obvious that he didn't even look at it. And then he threatened to have me thrown off the case. He wanted to throw me off the case.
Why?
And because he said I told him something that was wrong about what the law was in Nebraska.
What was the law in Nebraska? What you said in the law in Nebraska was?
Well, I told him that sometimes when there are improper stops, where the police are questionable about what they do. That like I had a man who had like 400 pounds of ganja, and they gave him $1,000 fine.
Mm-hmm.
He said that I said that that's all you could get for ganja in Nebraska, and I said that was not true. And he said, well, if I find out it's true, I'm going to kick you off the case. So I said, Judge, if I did say that, will you leave the case? And then things got a little bit worse.
Yeah, but
the judge, he was completely out of line.
But come like you are going to on trial now. By the time this case are going, are you going to on trial?
Of course, because I'm going to be the last man standing up there.
Yeah, so how that going to help Jawara case now? If you know, become part of the problem within the court.
Well, he's not going to be able to get rid of me.
No, what I'm saying that, how is it going to help Tash 1 case if you now become a problem in the court with the judge?
Oh, well, because the judge, number one, this is going to be one of those trials which we call jury nullification. And a jury nullification is when the jurors decide that they don't want to follow the law. They decide that the law is wrong, like the ganja laws are, that they just decide they're not going to convict them. And in that kind of case, what you want is you want the jurors to like you and the defendant more than you like the judge. Well, in this case here, there'll be no problem with that because nobody likes this judge.
Okay.
He's an older judge. He comes out and he acts like he's the pontiff. You got his ring before you can talk. And then maybe he'll only give you 10 years instead of 15.
Okay.
And all the lawyers up there, it's not like they're afraid of him, but if they talk up to him, well, then it'll send the next client you have to jail forever.
Okay.
Well, fortunately, I don't have to practice in front of him again. As a matter of fact, it looks like this judge yesterday committed a number of acts that will be questionable enough for the Judicial Qualifications Committee to wonder whether or not he ought to be sitting on a bench. He's an older judge. He's supposed to be retired, but he came back. He's called a family judge, but he wouldn't pay any attention to the family bond whatsoever. But
it sounds to me your case, like your case is against the judge rather than trying to acquit Jawara. I mean, I don't know. But most of the time when I hear you talk, it's the judge you talk about.
Well, it's not the judge as much. It's the governor up there. It's the whole system.
No, I know, but I'm saying, no, all right. In my little thing, I know. When we listen to you, it sounds like you're confrontational with the judge. Rather than, but you see, I don't know how that's going to help Tash I case if you and the judge is in war.
Well,
I don't know how that's going to help.
The judge is at war with justice.
And, I know, but if you but you have a war with the judge now.
Yeah.
But the idea is to free Jawara, to free Tash.
Correct.
Yeah. But if you if you have a confrontation with the judge, you don't think that's going to harden the thing. Yeah.
Well, yes, I would love to have a judge that was decent.
All right, hold on. You want to call back them something else? We're supposed to do something else. Not this hour. Call me back, yeah?
Yeah.
Call me back, yeah. Okay, go on.
Really so the thing set? Let's reset the thing. Hi, this is your Minister of Youth and Culture, Lisa Hanno. Jamaica's success needs the input of positive, empowered young people. The time by the Ministry of Youth and Culture is...
Yeah, the time is 4 o'clock.
The governance framework, the pathway to economic development. It comes to you courtesy of the Social Development Commission, Building Communities, Building Jamaica. Evan Hewitt is on location at the St. Mary Parish Church in Port Maria.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon and welcome to the 9th staging of the 2013 Conference of Community Development Committees being put on by the Social Development Commission in association with the National Integrity Action and the National Association of Parish Development Committees. It is under the theme of the governance framework, the pathway to local economic committees. They say the time has come to have the Local Governance Act passed. Time for the Local Governance Act to be passed, and they will sign a petition in helping to drive and accelerate that process later on this afternoon. So far, we've had presentations by Dr. Maurice Guy, the MP for Central St. Mary. We've also had presentations from Mayor of Port Maria, Levon Freeman. And just a synopsis of what went on in those discussions with both gentlemen. Dr. Guy, he highlighted the need for communities to share more and for them to be more responsible persons in their respective committees. He highlighted the passage of the Act to restore communities to what it was in former times, as also commendations for the Social Development Commission and the strides to effect those particular changes. As for Mayor Freeman, he endorsed local government reform and highlighted the need for all stakeholders to come on board and commended the need to establish safety and security committees for St. Mary. He also highlighted the need for more consultations of this nature in the future. Well, joining me now is a community entrepreneur from Jeffreytown in the parish of St. Mary. He's a CBC member, and the name is Mr. Wordsworth Gordon, Justice of the Peace, I see here. A good friend over the years. Say good afternoon to Mr. Gordon. How are you, sir?
Good afternoon.
What is your role at the conference here today, though?
I'm actually playing 3 roles. I'm chairman of the Jeffreytown Farmers Association, CBO. Mm-hmm. I am interim chairman of the ALPAC, and I'm also the chairman of the Jeffreytown CDO. That's in a transition period. Because the Jeffreytown Farmers Association was the recognized group at the CDC.
Okay.
So we're now moving it to a separate body, which is a proper CDC, while the Jeffreytown Farmers Group is a part of the CDC. There's a transition period.
How does the business impact your immediate community?
What we're doing, the impact in our community is tremendous. We've done surveys over the years, and we work as a community group based on what the people desire. And one of the surveys done in 2008 for top priority was lack of potable water. And we continue to work as a group to seek whatever means they are that we can do to help ourselves. And with the discussions with them, we don't go into projects or seek grants.
Yeah.
Or seek grants without consulting with the people. Because there's a lot of volunteerism has to go into it. So the people don't buy into the project, we don't do it. So what we've been doing over the years is to intervene in areas that we know there's a need for, like environmental issues, the development, the infrastructure development, because we are endangering people. For example, land tickets intervene in that area, and we are now intervening, harnessing spring water and delivering to the community. And that's a recent one that we have also done a water harvesting from collecting the roof runoff into tanks, so that we do 2 things. We supply the houses or the families with water at their homes, and also stopping the roof water from cascading down the hillside. So we've done a lot of things intervening with our development.
Tremendous impact you're having on your community. Spanning about how many persons in terms of population size?
The Jeffreytown community itself, that has impacted is approximately the immediate impact is right now is approximately about 800 people. Right? The CDC is approximately 3,000. So now the CDC, we are opening the thing up to try and go into all the different areas.
What are your views on the Local Governance Reform Act?
I think we are years late. I think when it was first ventured into in 2002, 2003, around that time, and it keeps starting and stopping. I think we should have done it then. I don't believe if we had implemented it then, we would have been the economic street that we are in now.
The communities, why?
Because communities will be able to help themselves. Right now, communities rely on government to provide help. Self-help is what we have to do. We need to be more resilient in our communities. And if we work together as a community by community, Jamaica will be one of the most fantastic places in the world.
What do you hope to see happen as a result of these conferences being held all across the country?
I believe we need to raise the awareness of the people, because even though we have these activities, still I don't think the majority of people really understand the importance. Because they look at because we over the years look at our leaders as the salvation, and not looking at ourselves as salvation. So we need to get into the point of start to do things for ourselves. And by having these forums and more publicity that arises, and the gathering taking place, people start to develop awareness. And also our part in our community. We're prepared to go anywhere and demonstrate it. What we do must be able to replicate elsewhere. So that's why we work so hard to try to implement our work.
How pleased are you with this turnout here today?
I am very pleased. I think we could have had more people. Right. I believe the main stakeholders are here, and that is very important.
Before you go, how's the radio station doing? Just 88 FM.
We're doing well, and I hope that I will be able to come and give us some
You're never finished with that, are you? Good to be talking to you again, Mr. Gunn.
Yeah, man,
all the best to you with the many caps you wear, and hope that this turns out to be a tremendous success for you and your community.
Thank you.
All the best to you, sir. And thanks for speaking with us. So there you have it then, Mr. Wordsworth Gordon, an entrepreneur from Jeffertown CDC, speaking to us there on the impact this discussion and these consultations have had on his immediate community. Still to speak here, the Minister of State in the Ministry of Local Government, Mr. Colin Fagan, and we now have at the podium speaking Dr. Dwayne Vernon, the Executive Director of the Social Development Commission. We're going to be here for quite a while this afternoon. When we rejoin you at 5:05, we'll have further updates for you. But for now, from the Port Maria Parish Church, Evan Hewitt, returning you to Master Control.
That was a live report on the 2013 Conference of Community Development Committees at the St. Mary Parish Church in Port Maria. It came to you courtesy of the Social Development Commission, Building Communities, Building Jamaica.
You know, Mr. Long, I listen to that when I think on the whole idea about the police, them and the dog art youth, them, and may I say, really and truly, it's like you feel almost, it's like you want to do something more than just saying what you say on the radio. But then what can you do? Because the problem is a deeper thing than where we could have even claim. I understand the problem, you know, because it's opportunities and lack of opportunities and knowing yourself and recognizing who you are and a certain spirituality that's supposed to define you. All of them things that will make up a human being. It gets lost in the politics and the religion in Jamaica. Because we say politicians, preachers, all of them come out, claim to them to try to help the people them, but them a take it from a wrong angle. Because it must be a wrong angle if the thing a get worse. Nobody does something and it get better and him don't recognize the betterness of the thing. So if you do something and it a get worse, intelligence have to show you say where you do is not the way they're supposed to do. You have to do something else. And there's precedents that is said that you need to investigate. We can't just follow a thing because it is a go so from my granny days. You're going to do the same thing all the while the same way. Because my granny used to do that and we're gone by the morning, can't go good evening. And all them foolishness the way all people I tell you. You understand? Give me the whole time religion. If it good for this, if it good for Daniel and it good for Jacob, it good for me. No. A different time, you know. Different time, you know. We have to structure ourselves in a different way. Because there's a different kind of things are going on. We don't see it. We have things we are going on where we never even know said that could have take place. We used to Lady Gaga go perform in a space in a 2015. Who did that know say there time when people go take and go up on the moon, go spend them honeymoon? Because people that you cannot imagine them have a plane and left next year. For go up on the moon for people go spend them honeymoon. I think it's $1 million seat. Yeah, $1 million seat to take the plane for go up on the moon. I have to just carry some poor buckler honey and go up there. Just make sure say I get married at time that's off. Yeah. I have $1 million. Yeah, Just get some milk and just go up there go spend your honeymoon. And your real honeymoon, that.
Yeah, sure, peanut and Doritos.
That dog will work up there. Yes. Okay. Good afternoon, sir.
Oh, respect, my brother.
How you do, man?
Day nice.
It's ugly, huh?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if you saw this thing here in the Gleaner. I hope it's the right man I talk to, you know.
Yeah, the bird song was this.
All right, that's how it is. Oh, yeah,
it sound calm.
Yeah, you sound too calm. Like I expect some explosion. Like I expect an explosion.
You're too riled me up, man. You're too riled me up.
All right, now, make we read the article and then now make we respond to the article.
Yes, sir.
The new British minister with responsibility for the Caribbean, Mark Simmons, has dampened the hopes of local reparation agitators clamoring for compensation for slavery. Simmons said instead of focusing on reparations, the United Kingdom is keen on assisting Jamaica revitalize its economic base. He said while his country decreed the acts of slavery past and present, he could not countenance compensation for human atrocities committed 2 centuries ago. Clearly, quote, slavery was abhorrent. Slavery still is abhorrent, and we all need to work together to ensure that we eradicate it in totally wherever it exists. Quote, do I think that we are in a position where we can financially offer compensation for events that happened 200-300 years ago? No, I don't think. I think we have got to focus on where our commonalities agree, and I think that eradicating slavery as it exists today, also building an importance of driving the economy and economic development and economic growth. Simmons emphasized that the United Kingdom rejection of the Scrooges was reflected in its reflected in its relentless lobby for the framework set up by the United Nations to eradicate modern-day slavery. Meanwhile, he had more positive words for Jamaica and the proposed logistics hub and other economic-oriented endeavors. And it goes on. But so now, he must say, as a representative of the British government, say they're not really in the reparation business. They want to focus on economic situation. How the man say that as a part of the
well, Muta is enough time people come to me, you know, with case and me write the next party and him say, no, him not wrong. And then we have to go for it. So when the British parliamentarians come out here with responsibility for the Caribbean, what do they really mean by that? Responsibility for who? I don't even like that phrase in a Muta.
Yeah.
Because they're not supposed to be responsible for none of us. But on a serious note, we in the reparation struggle do not think that the British will end up give it to us. You know, 200 years ago when you and I wake up in Jamaica, slavery was already 300 years old, you know. Like when you sit down and say, boy, this thing has gone for 300 years now, I don't think it can change here. So them just kill 500 slaves because Sam Sharp rise up. So those gloom that they try to put on the spirit of us for what we deserve.
Yeah.
Won't deter us, my brother.
Yeah,
200 years ago, me and you not changed, you know.
Yeah, and what happened to is that when he must say have no reverence in a court of law, in a world court.
No, man, must say crimes against humanity. Hey, listen, them just find some other man with do the nuts to them almost 70 years ago, you know, and I try them, you know.
Yeah.
So you know, it really, the American Constitution is 250 years old, and them still celebrating it, you know. This is when it suits the British them talk about history, and they adhere to their history. But when it is our claim, they say gone too long now, and we can't do it. How can a crime? There's no limit on crime, you know. You know, Muta. I mean, if I owe you and you take 7 years to come and sue me, you can't get no money, you know.
Yeah.
But if I hurt you, there's no time barrier on crime.
Yes.
You get my brother?
Yeah. Genocide.
Genocide don't have no time limit, brother. Nothing like that.
Okay, so what we really are say, what he must say is it have no significance to what is
No, man,
supposed
that
to take
can't
place
stop
in
him, man.
the world.
200 years ago, them said them was not stop slavery. Them never did all stop it, don't ya?
Yeah, no, them never intend to stop it.
No, we burned down Canefield and
yes,
threaten them with cutlass while them eventually
and them
we
are
win
lose.
that, you know.
Them
We
they are
win
lose
freedom,
money
you know.
for money, yes.
Jamaican people know so freedom was won by our blood, you know.
Yes,
They never give it to us. Remember when them write to the Queen and said them must suffer, she said we must work a little harder.
Yeah.
She never ever said freedom must come.
Mm-hmm.
So, look
So the
upon our
struggle
governor
continue.
here. The man kill off how much people more and they hang them and that don't pay for it, you know, Virgin.
No, definitely not.
That's part of the charges. It's charges we have against them, you know.
Yeah.
That don't pay for it, you know, more.
Well, as we always say that the struggle continue, you know, them way there,
Yeah,
the
man,
struggle continue.
Jamaican people don't get dampened by what that British guy said because he's on the other side of the fence. So that in benefit, England is rich
because of our labor.
Yeah, and he talk about hub now, he talk about we must concentrate on hub and
Yeah, bring another set of colonizers here, you know. That is it.
depend on hub. Anyway, we don't want to hear the focus because we know
Long live the struggle, man. That don't stop for you, man.
Blessed man, give thanks.
Them chop off a foot with price same way.
Of course.
I'm a brother.
Give thanks, yes. Yeah, man, it's a serious thing because there's so much things that them did I say wouldn't it happen. That happen now, you know, and based up half away, whether 500, 600, 700 years ago, the time frame is not relevant to the situation that time frame caused and the underdevelopment of a people. There's a book named How Europe Underdeveloped Africa by a man from Guyana named Walter Rodney. I would suggest that ones who are interested in certain things that we are saying, try and get a copy of that book, How Europe Underdeveloped Africa, by Walter Rodney, the Guyanese, who was banned from Jamaica. Very important book. And we recognize that struggle don't just come just so. You know, see, just like how we attack certain things on the radio now, and it may look weird, far-fetched, crazy. We know, say, down the line, someone pick up that and recognize, but wait, that brother did that say some things, you know, just that we never really ready for that. Just like how we did talk about ganja, and we did talk about vegetarian food, and we did talk about Africa as a center. You understand? Only people used to shun that. Jamaican people. Rasta got too much persecution for all of these things. Yet still we say, as the sister said, the stone that the builder refused. So, when Britain talk about things were gone 200-300 years ago, them still a benefit off of that. And we are traumatized. We are what I call, we are modified people. We are modified people. They modify our brains. We are GMP, genetically modified people. And we have to recognize what took place 400 years ago, 200 years ago, of a direct relationship with cause and effect. How we just mentioned about the police force. The police force was formed because of Paul Bogle rebellion in a Morant Bay. That is the reason why police force was started, to quell rebellions. And the police force still exists because of what took place. So, we understand the thing. The struggle continue. Yes. Yes. Speak. Okay, you're not speaking. We want to play Kelisa. Yeah.
Good evening, Otep.
Blessed, Otep.
How are you?
I'm okay.
You know, people my age, and I'm the 70th mark. I think some of us can take some blame for what has happened. I think when we got independence, and there shortly after, we thought everything was cool. We didn't protect what we then had as our culture.
Yes.
We began to allow other aspects of, you know, as a metropolitan country, way of life to creep in on our way of life, and not appreciate what we had.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to retrieve what you let go, you know.
Them make us shame, because them make us shame what we have.
Yeah, but we were always made to be ashamed even prior to that.
Yeah.
But I think when we got independence, we kind of lost focus. You know, during the time we were going through the problems and the struggle, you hold on tighter. When you think that everything is okay, you kind of let go a little bit, in other words.
Yes.
And I think that's where our problems were.
Yes.
If you look at our neighborhoods, I know where they say you came from. All right? I came from Rockfort. Now, the Rockfort of today is a mirror image of nothing that I can remember.
Yes.
All right? We had families in Rockfort. We had 18 plus families that made up that community. And of course, additional ones as the years went by.
Yes.
It was a stable community. Many of the men worked for railway and other companies like that. The women generally, when they got married, worked at home if they sewed or whatever. Cooked or washed people's clothes, but it was in the home. So you had a structure. You had an extended family structure. Now, when I started coming back to Jamaica in the 60s, which is when I did, return to Jamaica, back and forth over the years, I noticed that there was a direct change in how family structures were. You weren't seeing extended families anymore where you had aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents in the home. You began seeing just nuclear families, if you saw that at all. Who was passing down the traditions? Who was passing down what grandma or grandpa or auntie said and uncle said?
Brother Nancy and all them things, they're gone.
They're gone, but they're not gone. Let's say we're not.
No, when I say gone, I mean there's no more veranda to sit down upon to tell these stories.
No, I'm in the country. I'm in the country. We have verandas and we sit down. The thing about it is, what do we talk about? It's not that you don't have the space or the time. It's what your focus is today. Remember, people used to work for a living. You know what people do now? They work to make money. It's a difference. It's a different focus altogether, because you can do anything and make money and don't care. But when you work to make a living, you are doing something that is worthwhile, not just for your living, but for people around you, the plants, the stones, the whatever. You see, but there's a different focus in our minds today. And I think, basically, if we start to go back to those, we might help our young people, because they will see us doing it, not what we say, but what we do. Like this little one that is screaming right here, being a little bit cute in my ears. Yeah, and I think we need to go back to a little of that. When people tell me sometimes they get arrogant and tell me, no change in Jamaica. I wonder if they know the Jamaica I knew.
Well,
and I'm not saying it's better, I'm just saying there has been change.
Most of Jamaican people don't know what it was like before independence. Because most Jamaican people...
Why is that?
Where are we
missing a generation? Are we missing a generation that got lost someplace and don't know to find themselves?
I think what happened that the assimilation of outside influences has not allowed us to dig deep into ourselves, as you say. Our cultural perspective get lost into fast food and denim pants, traveling to Miami and all these things.
Yeah, I understand all of that, but I guess all colonial areas have the same problems we are having. I'm not sure that we could just say it's just Jamaica. But what I'm saying is that, they used to joke about me, because they used to say that I have rose-colored glasses when it came to Jamaica, that I believe Jamaica was everything. But I could never believe Jamaica would become the kind of country it has become.
Mama, I don't know nobody would have believed that. I don't know. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone.
Because we had such values. Everything was just supposed to be right. It wasn't about whether you're rich or you're poor. You had values. You had behaviors. There were certain things expected of you. Like if you mess up and you come home, you don't want nobody to know, because you don't want your family to be ashamed of what you did or didn't do. Today, children will come home and blast off the parents, and the parents will go back and blast off somebody else without even thinking that it's not something that is worthwhile for the family to have. So what do we do about that? How do we start? Do we start with the baby, like I have a little 1-year-old right here with me? Do we start with the baby, or do we start with the grandmother who's not doing what the grandmother should do, and the parents who are not doing what the parents should do?
I think we have to figure out what the parents not doing.
I can't blame the parents sometimes.
And I think we have to also figure out what is it that the system is allowing That not them so not supposed to allow.
True.
All right, we have to move, Mama. We have to move.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah,
thank
man,
you.
give
But
thanks.
thank you for bringing up the discussion because that's what we need a lot now.
Yeah, blessed.
Thanks again. Have a good week and walk good. God bless you.
All right. Yes.
I love my panties.
Stepping razor, me I tell you, we have to talk in between there and there. Believe you me. Okay. So, them have a Black History Month contest. Well, obviously, it's females. It's Miss Black History. Contest are going to take place, and the finals is in, as you can imagine, in February. And this is a contest that is put on by Mr. Alex Brown from Forever Young. And for those of you who interested, want to get involved in a Miss Black History Month contest, you must call 412-0604 for more information on this Miss Black History. 412-0604. Call Mr. Brown. 412-0604. More information. You know, say, it is always good to hear something that celebrate we. You understand? Serious things. Something that celebrate we. Why you version of Calabash restaurant who make sure, say, we have something to eat when we're done here in the day, yeah, because trust me, yeah, believe you me, yeah, we want to heal them up, trust me, we want to heal them up. We want to acknowledge a youth who called me last night about some berries, you know, with them call it, I know right bean of them call it, Java berry, them call it. Him say my 4 year call this berry in a St. Mary. And him need to find out how to deal with it. Well, we'll give him some information. We hope him go and call back and say him have the way for market. Because I know people want to bury there, you know. The last time I see a man with it, me buy the whole of them, you know. You understand? Nice black berries them. Nice. You understand? So, the virgin there, him say him plant Akito and him plant cashew. So like him have a big thing going on in a St. Mary there. We love that. The problem with it is that these guys are telling you about must plant this, plant that, and plant this and plant that. And when you plant it and plant that, it stay there and rotten. And that's the problem, you know. Mr. RC, we hear you, you know. Eat where you grow and grow where you eat. But guess what? When the farmer them grow them thing, it's like it stay there and rotten because the marketing thing now work out for them. So the importation is still big. We need for us. Make sure the people them eat where we grow by stop talking about exportation. No export business until we can truly deal with our situation here. That is really what we should have strive for. We should have strive for better with country and the people them. And then now we figure about exportation. It don't mean say because we are export, it means say we are go better, yes sir. It means say if we are look after ourselves, yes sir. Where's we want, really and truly? If everybody can pay them light bill, pay them water rate, and eat good food, can buy them false fingernail and them eyelash and all them something there, and can buy a car and drive, or them can pay them rent and thing, and go to supermarket and all them something there. I mean, what go on? How we not say that? How we not make the people them be self-sufficient? Self-sufficient, not only self-reliant, but self-sufficient. Thousands of youth have left school or graduate. And guess what? Not there for them do. What you want the youth them to do if not there for them do? Where's the industry? Where is the factories and all these things that we're supposed to set up? That's when youth left school, them can't just fit into job. Because right now, we're talking about entrepreneurship. Even the idea of entrepreneurship need money, starting money. Where the venture capital fund there for help youth? Which government ministry or which bank understand how you have you to have certain ideas, but because him not come from a certain area or him have a certain family background, him can't continue him dream of really dealing with when he want to deal with. Crime is really a serious thing in Jamaica. We can't say it enough. And we really are trying to figure out a way how to help solve the thing. I don't know if nobody will listen to what me I say. Me I say that bigger heads who responsible for certain things. You talk about venture capitals. You talk about, interested in how the youth them are developed in them community and see how you can help to deal with that. We don't want more police. It's not more police with bigger gun and more car work out the thing. Because watch you know. Police will find car if you go down in a area go shoot some youth, But when something go on in your area and you call them for say, boy, you want to say this and that, them take long to come. Like the fire brigade them. You understand? So we don't understand how thief broke in a area and you call police. And it's when the thief gone and do him damage. You see the police are come and say, what you say what's happening here now? I say, boy, man, them thief things them in a rasta. I mean, a long time I call, And I don't see nobody come. And they go report things to police and then write it in a big book. And months after you still not hear what happened to the outcome of it. You go tell police certain things and police go tell back man in your community. And man come and say, boy, you're informer, boy, I shoot you and your family and your dog and everything. And now police are shoot dog. Police are shoot dog, seriously, Hey, a criminal thing that, Well, the Jamaica Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, you see a police shot a dog the other day. Or nobody now arrest the police. Police should not get arrested for shoot dog. You understand? That's a serious thing. But it seems like if we now figure out the thing. So the madness continue. And this is Kelisa. Say it's no fear to them three artists here that you usually play more of them tune for a Thursday, but there's so much things that go on this program today that you understand. It's like me surprised and shocked. It's when me come back up. On words, because you have some people that say they never go to Africa yet, so them are not African.
I love you, Africa.
You know how much people we call Chinese in Jamaica we never go to China yet and we still call them Chinese? Chinese is related to China, if you never know. So, if you say a Jamaican will look that way there and you call him Chinese, you know there's something wrong with you if you say you're not African. Because the African majority in Jamaica prefer to say that them is Indian, them is West Indian. And them look down upon you when you tell them, say, you're African. Them say, me no African, me never go to Africa yet. All of them think there's a problem too. Yes, self-worth and self-definition. We allow others to define us rather than we define ourselves. Music, Virgin Island. That's what we call music to fill the soul and really try to elevate and advance the welfare of African people. Gracious Mama Africa, the name of the song. Gracious Mama Africa, a sweet song, a sweet, sweet song. You know, we have something to read that, but we're going to read it after the cash pot, them call it, no? After the cash pot thing, all right? So, click it there. I want to read this article because, trust me, when I tell you the thing upside down, this is one of the articles that knows the thing upside down, Yeah, because you hear them talk about, all right, we did I mention earlier about the mayor, the new mayor of New York, his wife is a lesbian. Somebody tell me say she's not a lesbian again. And I say no, if homosexuality, I can't where I hear, I don't know about these things, I just listen to what them I say. Them say homosexuality is not a learned behavior. It's something where people born and can't help it. Just like how somebody born heterosexual. You don't choose to become a heterosexual. You have some people who argue and say people don't choose to become homosexual. But my argument is that if a man can be a homosexual and then not be a homosexual again, or a woman can be a lesbian and then not be a lesbian again, how can you not be a lesbian if you did born that way? Or how can you not be a homosexual if you did born that way? You understand? Something is wrong with the study. Where I say, things again, you don't know easy either. All right, go on, work it out.
IRFM now brings you a live report on the 2013 Conference of Community Development Committees under the theme, The Governance Framework, the Pathway to Economic Development. It comes to you courtesy of the Social Development Commission, Building Communities, Building Jamaica. Evan Hewitt is on location at the St. Mary Parish Church in Port Maria.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon to our listeners and welcome back to the Port Maria Parish Church for the 9th staging of the 2013 Conference of Community Development Committees put on by the Social Development Commission in association with the National Integrity Action and the National Association of Parish Development Committees. Under the theme, of course, the governance framework, the pathway to local economic committees. They say the time has come to have the Local Governance Act passed. They will be signing their respective petitions in helping to drive and, in fact, accelerate that process. Of course, there are 47 communities in St. Mary, 29 CDCs, and, of course, 3 development area committees to be considered when all this is ongoing. I did tell you that there were presentations from Dr. Maurice Guy, the Mayor of Port Maria, Mr. Levon Freeman, his worship, and we then had presentations by Dr. Dwayne Vernon, the Executive Director of the SDC, who took us through the 70s as far as the reforms were concerned, and in fact did highlight one particular period in the history of the 1990s, between 1990 and 95, when the first local government reform paper was developed. That saw significant changes and sensitized communities to reforms in both the SDC and with the communities. He did state that citizens must learn to manage their own affairs, and in the process, that process has been enshrined since 1943. That's how long this process has been enshrined. He says there is a direct link between governance and local economic survival. We did hear also from the Social Development Committee Chairman, Dr. Paul Burke, and he spoke about enhancing participatory democracy, development in improvement and the quality of life for our citizens. He said that there is a deficiency in the democratic process and the structure of community development committee must serve all development interests. He noted that people are integral and intimate in the decision-making process. And, of course, he did mention for the no-sayers and the naysayers that people might be wondering again if this is a 6 or a 9 because this process has been ongoing for so long. He finally rounded off by saying that any strong country will be a safe country and an educated country will see prosperity. We're being joined now by the Mayor of Port Maria, Dr. Levon Freeman.
Not doctor.
Well, not doctor. Mr. Mr. Freeman, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Why is the St. Mary Parish Council supportive of the Conference of Community Development Committees?
Actually, we are partners. We are not just supporting. Because as we are aware, the way forward is for you to have all stakeholders on board. Without full participation, you would not be able to accomplish or achieve what you so desire for the betterment of the parish.
A bit ironic because I think you mentioned in your speech, in your delivery, that going through this and being successful in this effort might actually negate the whole process of your councillors.
No, I said it is alleged.
It is alleged.
Even my division in particular, I do endorse strong community development committees because it actually makes your work lighter. And I should say, if you look at an healthy tree, roots have to be strong. So if you start from the root and build up, sky is the limit.
The St. Mary Parish Council works closely with the SDC and the NIA. How critical is it to form partnership with other agencies in developing communities in St. Mary?
Could you repeat that?
I was saying that the St. Mary Parish Councils work closely with the SDC, NAPDEC, and the NIA. How critical is it to form partnership with other agencies in developing communities in St. Mary?
Okay, those are just a few that you name. But we actually form a partnership with all stakeholders, whether it be government affiliated or, for example, the Chamber of Commerce, other business and civic organizations. overall. And it has actually paid off because over the past 3 days we had a forum or a retreat. That's a strategy planning retreat for the betterment of our parish. And numerous stakeholders were invited and they participated, and we are compiling and planning, making certain that action is actually done. It's not just a talk shop.
What are your views on the Local Government Reform Act?
As I said, I think it has been long in coming, but as I look forward to it being done in short order, I was told by respective, even my Minister Ascott, Minister of Justice, they are way ahead in terms of the legislation, so that sooner than later, some announcement will be made and we will be fully endorsed. And local government reform should be on its way, empowering the citizenry of our respective communities.
Finally, how pleased are you with this turnout here this afternoon?
Very. And what I noticed is we have a wide cross-section. It's actually starting from the Wagwater Valley and not to be all the way west to Boscobel retreat, you name it. And the participation is very good.
Pleased to be speaking with you, Mayor Freeman.
It's my pleasure, and I look forward to representing.
Great to have you in Irish.
All four.
You won't turn out worried again.
I was just putting it.
Have a great afternoon, Mayor. Thanks for speaking with us. So there you have it there.
I wanted to be a partner also, because you would publicize what is taking place.
No problem, and that's why we're here.
Okay, thanks.
You just heard there from Mayor Levon Freeman, His Worship, Mayor of Port Maria, telling us about Parish Council's involvement in this whole process of local government reform. There is another presentation going on by Mr. Sam Campbell, JP, and the chairperson of the St. Mary Parish Development Committee. We can't quite get what he's saying. But later on this afternoon, they're going to be signing a pledge to the government of Jamaica. They're going to be signing a pledge to the government of Jamaica, and we just want to give you a synopsis of what that reads. It says, we, the citizens, and in this case, St. Mary, in accordance to the attached, petition the government of Jamaica to apply urgency to the passage of the Local Government Act. We hereby pledge and commit to the following: adherence to principles of good governance, transparency and accountability, full support of the local government reform initiatives of successive government administrations, active engagement in the democratic process of Jamaica, integrity in all the activities of the community development area, parish development committees, and all other community-related activities, and a pursuit of broad-based citizen participation in the process of community development and governance. And it closes by saying, we will continue to do our part to make Jamaica the place of choice to live, work, raise families, and do business. And so this is the 9th in the series. Just reminding you, they've gone to Manchester, Hanover, Portland, St. Thomas, St. Anne, St. James, Trelawney, and St. Elizabeth already. Today they are in St. Mary. It is the 9th staging of the 2013 Conference of Community Development Committees put on by the Social Development Commission in association with the National Integrity Action and the National Association of Parish Development Committees. When we rejoin you later, we should have more for you. From the Port Maria Parish Church, Evan Hewitt, returning you to Master Control.
That was a live report on the 2013 Conference of Community Development Committees at the St. Mary Parish Church in Port Maria. It came to you courtesy of the Social Development Commission, building communities, building Jamaica.
Yes, Stephen Reza. May I tell you, what a program today. Hey, all me going to tell Jai, hey Jai, yes, when you print empty, I give me Rasta. Print it like, oh, me see you print the advertisement printing thing. You understand? Like them kind of print that one, because with the lighting, I'm want the lighting like we're in the news when I'm read the news. So because it's between the lighting and all the thing print and all, it make me so like me can't read. I want the light no. It's a pressure to see the things them. I mean know say my eye good because I don't wear glasses, but me want it print like how me soon print them things all them things are so big. How to print them things are so. And so me want it print when Jai, may I ask you please, when you print the thing them, Print it like how me see you print them something there up there so. You understand? Because the lighting in here, so it's not such a good lighting for read them fine writing here. You understand? Because I know say you can't read it. Alright, but alright. So I don't want to sound like I can't read it all. I mean I cannot read in the most excellent way, but I know a simple good thing like when we just read a while ago. I suppose you can just go through that, but the writing fine like our. Alright. We just talk about a thing a while ago where we know how people don't want to talk about them things, but we have to talk about it because me kind of confused, and not to go confused, but me realize that one thing lead to the next. One thing lead to the next. Based upon of this article, I'm going to read that so now. One thing lead to the next. If a one is gay, and I hear that people born gay, because people wouldn't want to become gay given what is happening. But I am told that you have people who was gay. You understand? That means them switch now. I can't be was heterosexual. You know, see, I never choose to be a heterosexual. I born heterosexual. I am told that people don't choose to be gay, them born gay. Now, hear this. Listen to this article now. The headline says, not all pedophiles have mental disorder. The American Psychiatric Association says in the new DSM. You know what a pedophile is? A pedophile is a person who finds pleasure in dealing with little children. Pedophiles. Like a lot of Roman Catholic priests. Okay. In a move toward this destigmatizing pedophiles, the American Psychiatric Association, in its updated diagnostic and statistical manual of mental disorders, distinguishes between pedophiles who desire sex with children and those who act on those desires. Listen to this, you know, between pedophiles who desire sex with children and those who act on these desires. In other words, you can't separate homosexuality because you have man who think about it but not going to do it, and you have man who act on the thinking. The former group, those who want to have sex with children, but those with desires are not distressing or harmful to themselves or others, is no longer classified as having a psychiatric condition in the updated DSM. The difference from the last edition of the DSM is you are not automatically saying that as soon as someone has a marked, unusual, erratic interest, that they have a mental disorder, said Ray Blanchard, who co-wrote the chapter on sexual disorders in the new DSM, which is the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. The change in the DSM, a kind of Bible among medical professionals, lawmakers, and drug and insurance companies, doesn't just apply to pedophiles, but to several other deviant sexual desires listed in the manual. It represents a subtle but crucial difference that makes it possible for an individual to engage in consensual, atypical sexual behavior without inappropriately being labeled with a mental disorder, explained the APA in its DSM-5 paraphilic disorders fact sheet. The new manual specifies that in order for an atypical sexual behavior to be classified as a mental condition, a person, wow, where they recite there? Where they recite there? No, we have to go find the recite. Are they recite this? Yes. A person must, 1, feel personal distress about their interests, not merely distress resulting from society's disapproval, or 2, have a sexual desire or behavior that involve other persons psychologically distress, injury or death, or a desire for sexual behavior involving unwilling persons or persons unable to give legal consent. It's important to note that the actual diagnostic criteria for pedophiles have not changed since the last version of the DSM, but what was once known as pedophile is now called pedophile disorder. The APA pointed out in an email statement to the Huffington Post. The DSM has consistently involved in its views on sexuality, as Julian Keenan points out at State. The first version of the DSM called any kind of homosexuality a mental disorder. But in the 1960s, it was changed to say that people who were comfortable being gay didn't have a psychiatric condition. Blanchard questioned the need to label non-criminal behavior as mental illness. If you take an individual who has a very strong erratic attraction for children, but who has never acted on it, who never would act on it, who agree that a society's prohibition of adult child sexual interaction should be in place, do you want to say this individual as a mental disorder? This article is saying that if you think about the thing and you never act on it, you are not necessarily mentally disordered. No, I don't know. This is another conversation. Maybe I have to go get maybe I have to go by Angela Williams 6 wise for talk about this, because it's a weird thing. Because them used to say homosexuality is a mental disorder. No, nobody's saying that again. I understand, because people have made other rational reasoning to justify certain behaviors. In Germany, bestiality is not a criminal act. In Germany, the other day, they wanted to make bestiality a criminal act in Germany. And the people them come down upon them and say, you know, mad, what I talk about? Oh, no, could I go talk about bestiality is illegal. Why, a big game. I tell you, the world, jackass at the world level. Jackass at the world level. So that's where the man them reach now. They might question the idea of pedophiles and the actions of pedophiles, whether in the mind or physically done. Wow. And that's how we reach now. Okay. Step in. What happened? Again? You know, tell me to them done, Rasta. All right, go on and do it. Go on and do it.
IRFM now brings you a live report on the 2013 Conference of Community Development Committees under the theme, The Governance Framework, the Pathway to Economic Development. It comes to you courtesy of the Social Development Commission, Building Communities, Building Jamaica. Evan Hewitt is on location at the St. Mary Parish Church in Port Maria.
Well, thank you very much, but this is actually the CONCACAF Championships in Montego Bay, where Jamaica's under-17 team are basically on the verge, one can say, of history. And trust me, the Jamaicans gathered here in Montego Bay are basically feeling it. Well, we have to tell you that another bit of history was created a short while ago, and a new CONCACAF champions will be crowned, because Mexico, they defeated the United States by 4-2 on penalties after a 1-all draw. Well, there were no extra time, so it was a 1-all regulation draw. The Mexicans, they took the lead from as early as the 5th minute, but the Americans, they drew level in the 27th. And of course, the end of the half, 1-all, and when they came back, no goals were scored, so it was 1-1 at the end of the game, and penalties were called into action. And of course, the Mexicans, they held their nerves to score all 4 penalties they kicked. The United States missed 2 of theirs. So the Mexicans are into the final, and as of this moment, the Mexicans and the Jamaicans are the only unbeaten teams left of the 8 in this tournament. Now, coming up later, Jamaica will face Canada for the other spots at the World Cup. So Mexico has already secured their place at the World Cup. Jamaica is to face Canada for another spot at the World Cup. And basically, that game is set to kick off at 6 o'clock. But with me at the moment is the coach, the technical coordinator of the National Women's Program, Vin Blaine. Vin, welcome to the areas of IRFM.
Thanks for having me, man.
All right, Vin. We can say, boy, we are on the verge of history. I don't know who would be happier than you if Jamaica were to qualify here for the World Cup. What's the thought like as you go into this game?
I think we'll be happier, the girls will be happier. But we have to go in a positive mood. We see what can happen. You know, the Mexican coach already warned USA and Canada not to take us easy. Both of us, Mexico and Jamaica. And he proved right as far as his side goes. Now we have to go and prove him right on our side.
Well, we saw earlier on in the tournament where the Jamaicans basically, their legs look weak, coming down to the end of some matches. We know I've played 8 games in 2 weeks, and they are now coming into this all-important game. How has the 3 rest days been for the Jamaican team?
Very well. We had them doing some pool work. We had them doing some ice bath. But if you notice against Mexico, they finished the 90 minutes in good style. So with that rest now, I expect them to come out and firing on all cylinders. They are ready for this game. They're hyped for the game. Now, I know that the Canadians must be a little weary because they saw what happened just now with Mexico. You know, so, you know, it's all in our court, as they say. You know, we have to go out there hard, be very careful in defending, you know, and get an early goal on them. We know we are looking at, we are on the verge of history, basically, but we can't overlook the fact also, I mean, we don't get to that often, and I'm not sure we'll probably get to talk to you again in one of these broadcasts before we are in the World Cup. You have another team, the under-20s, who are also looking towards World Cup qualification. What is it that Jamaica's National Women's Program needs to ensure that, I mean, the under-20s get what they need and this team gets what it needs to put on a good showing at the World Cup if it reaches? Well, we should World Cup this evening and we'll get everything that we need. I'm sure that there are potential sponsors hovering over to give us games and the equipment that we need, nutrition, and it will be able to fulfill girls and get some international games for them so they can understand what it is to play at that level.
Alright, so basically, the fate or the future of the reggae girls partially rest on this game, at least the immediate future.
The immediate future, because I'm almost certain that 80% certain that the under-20s will qualify in Cayman. We got a draw, but I'm not too worried. I think we have one team in our group that we'll have to take care of, and then we'll make it to the semi-finals. Get to the semi-finals, we have a good chance to make it to the World Cup, just like we did here. We're doing here.
All right, Vin. Thank you very much, and all the best out there. All right, we also been joined briefly by Laverne Deere, and she's the president of an organization in Florida that, you know, came together to ensure that, you know, they rallied the Jamaican community in Florida to see what they can do to assist the reggae girls. So far, GIFT, the organization, the Jamaica International Female Football Development, GIFT has run training camps tryouts in the US. We are seeing girls in both this team and the under-20 team that were courtesy of GIFT tryouts where Coach Vin Blaine went up to Florida, look at girls courtesy of GIFT, and, you know, selected girls who are no.
How about that? And the feed gone?
Yeah.
What? Well, that's how it go. That was a live report on the CONCACAF Under-17 Women Football Championship in Montego Bay. It come to you courtesy of Contractor Music Marketing. Purchase Morgan Heritage Music at MorganHeritageMusic.com. Digicel, Jamaica's bigger, better network. The Montego Bay Convention Center, functional, flexible, and focused. The Gloucester Hotel, Cafe Express, Bistro, and Wine Bar. Taj Mahal, Ocherios. You read that flexing because it had a bigger writing. We wanted print just like that. On Friday, November the 8th, 2013, Bustamante Hospital for Children will be hosting a blood drive to support one of the cardiac missions. This will be held in their conference room, time 8:30 to 3:30. We employ Jamaicans to come out and support this worthy cause and help us to save lives. That's a message there about the Children Hospital. We want to tell you that we will be back in West Street. Yes, we're going to go and play down at West Street. Trust me, nice ambience. We love to play down there. We want to big up John T to really create them ambience in at the center of the city there. Right in the heart of the ghetto. And we don't care. We'll play down there continuously. Them come back. All right, we join them forward again. Even though we don't play.
Why me at the front when I'm here, man?
We don't hear nobody attack, man.
Yes, Mota, yes, we are back with you.
All right, yeah.
Yes, as we were going into an interview with Laverne, the president of the Jamaica International Female Football Development, Laverne, give us your thoughts on, your feelings about what is happening here. You have worked hard in the state, to ensure that some of these girls who are here get a tryout so that the Jamaican coach could see them. They are here now. What's your thought as Jamaica look to create this trip?
I am so impressed. I'm proud, first of all, give credit for the organizers of such a wonderful tournament. Very professional, well displayed. I'm impressed with the girls. The girls actually have been doing this on their own, and it actually makes my job easier, make us even prouder that we were able to contribute by bringing Vinod back in May to do some tryouts for some of the girls here who I actually see playing currently. The parents are so proud, which this was one of the visions, seeing the parents there, getting their kids, getting the opportunity to represent their country here in Jamaica. It makes us who live outside of Jamaica even prouder to be a Jamaican because we're supporting our national program and we're supporting our island. So I'm elated right now. I am highly impressed, and I thank you very much.
As we wrap up, Laverne, we know that GIFT has plans for the under-20 in terms of ensuring that they get the quality training they need. Just give us a snapshot of that quickly.
Well, I want to tell you, what we started in South Florida was an adopt-to-player program. And I must tell you, parents and businesses are gravitating to that, thanks to Watson PA, who have made her first pledge to adopt a player. And by us doing that, we felt that it was more economical to get support for the team rather than going out for larger sponsorship. You go out and make it more personalized for a sponsor to actually get involved while giving back to the program.
All right, Laverne, thank you very much. And that's the situation. Jamaica know how to feel warming up to loud cheers from the spectators. Well, grandstand so loud here. Well, it's free. But the grandstand packed here. People are heading on to the bleachers. Difficult though it is because it's raining. So those who are making the decision to go to the bleachers have basically resigned themselves to be wet. But the Jamaicans are on the field practicing. The Canadians are on the field practicing. This game should kick off at 6 o'clock. And hopefully, when we rejoin you at 6:55, Jamaica would be well on their way to create the history and to change the whole complexion of women's football in the CONCACAF region. So until then, Nicholas Evans saying, back to you, Muta.
Yes, as we are going to say it again, that report was brought to you. Yes, it's a report on the CONCACAF Under-17 Women Football Championship in Montego Bay. It came to you courtesy of Contractor Music Marketing. Purchase Morgan Heritage Music at MorganHeritageMusic.com. Digicel, Jamaica's bigger, better network. The Montego Bay Convention Center. Functional, flexible, and focused. The Gloucester Hotel, Cafe Express, Bistro, and Wine Bar. Taj Mahal, Ocherios. That is that. And go on, click it.
Caribbean choice. We take it in a flavor, we lead in a spice. We take it in a quality, we low in a price. Coconut milk powder, want the mackerel a shot. Granny love the thing beef when it's steaming.
Good food, great value. The time by Caribbean Choice. Your choice for real value is...
Yeah, the time is 38 minutes past 5. The reason why I laugh, it come like say, I have the advertisement for this program. It come like I have the advertisement for the program. I have to talk in between. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, you know what I said now. You know what I say, the three artists that we are try get some vibes, them never get them just award and reward. So you know what we're going to do. We're going to bring them forward, you know. Whether part of the coaching age or part of this program, we're going to bring them back, Rasta, because we never get to play them. You understand? I mean, do play the three artists them that you can really feel the three artists them. You know, see it. I mean, I feel like, me never actually feel justified if you know say I feature three artists. I mean, never play two tunes by what? Yeah, when we play two tunes, but we need to play more. So we're going to bring them forward and give a full dose Kelisa, Exco Levi, and Desiree. You understand? So next week we're going to come back with that. As we are saying, we're there back to West Street again. 48 West Street, right now the heart of the city there. Yes. Sunday again, vintage music, all different kind of music, disco music, soul music, reggae, rock steady. I mean, you name it, we play it. You understand? Good vibes, good ambience. So, you know, say when we reach a